pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
My name is Jacory, aka 1200. I'm a music educator, performer, composer, event curator.
Cool. When did you first fall in love with hip hop?
That's hard to say. I guess growing up, my family listened to a lot of it. And then I bought a cassette. I don't know if you all know what cassettes are.
Well, I know.
I bought an Eminem cassette, the Marshall Mathers LP, and I was in love with hip hop.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How has hip hop affected your life, past and present?
It's taught me to just express myself in any means, no matter what, fight for what you believe in, pretty much.
How do you define hip hop?
Hip hop is defined by culture, and a lot of times hip hop is confused as like a skill, like rapping is hip hop. Hip hop has 5 components: dancing or being a b-boy, beats, being a disc jockey. Rapping is one of those components, but also the subculture and the knowledge of what it's like to grow up in an urban city.
Yeah. Where do you find your inspiration?
Everywhere. I like Louisville. Born and raised. My favorite city in the world. The people, the vibrancy of it. It's fun.
Who is your favorite artist?
Tchaikovsky, and he's not a rapper.
That's awesome.
That's my favorite composer, for sure. Tchaikovsky.
Okay. What about hip hop and rap makes this an art form?
The fact that you're taking your experiences, you're taking something that makes you your cultural life, and you're putting it on record or wax into music.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I teach at Height Elementary School, K through 5, and the juxtaposition with that is I'm also a hip hop artist, so I produce, rap, play all sorts of different instruments. I went to UofL School of Music, and that's what I'm into. Yeah, traveling, performing.
What about hip hop culture brings about an environment of homophobia?
I'm not really sure. I think that that's just a stigma that's been attached to it, because I think that hip hop almost originated the whole no homo thing. And I mean, that's kind of been around since like the 90s.
Yeah.
But I can't speak from that, because being in school of music where every other person's gay, it's like,
Right, exactly, yeah.
you know, I kind of grew up with that, and it's always been accepted in my mind. So I don't know, I can't really speak from that perspective. I've always been an open-minded person.
Yeah. Is there a hip hop album or song that you remember falling in love with?
I wouldn't necessarily say a specific song, more so of seeing my uncles record in their basement and just having a home studio. It kind of made me believe that I could do it.
That's amazing.
So when I was younger, I did it. You know, I bought a studio at a young age, and that's where the name 1200 comes from, because it was the chord D1200.
Oh yeah.
And I just started making music, being self-taught.
That's awesome. How do you view the hip hop scene here in Louisville?
It's definitely at a peak right now, I would say. It might go beyond that, but a lot of people feel as if they can make music and be their very, very best version of themselves.
What role has Louisville played in your career?
I think that Louisville's the only place where I could be an elementary school teacher, a hip-hop artist, classical musician at the same time, and still have a fan base, because there's so many different types of people around.
Have you seen any significant changes in the hip hop community in Louisville, and what do you think was the cause of these changes?
I think there's a pride factor that's been coming into play a lot. In the past, a lot of people would say that they weren't proud of the hip-hop scene or the music scene in general. And I think nowadays people are happy to say they represent the city of Louisville and the music that we have here.
What do you think was the cause of these changes?
I think people just being more aware, taking the risk, going out, going to shows, working with these people, talking with these people, and accepting the culture that we have the talent here in our own city.
Yeah. What distinguishes hip hop from other genres?
Percussive speaking.
Aha, yes. Yeah. What keeps you coming back to hip hop, or what has invested your interest in checking out new artists?
The thing that keeps me coming back to hip hop is really, it just makes you feel a certain way. I mean, imagine walking into a party and they play a Garth Brooks song. Mm-hmm. It would be completely different as opposed to them playing Future or something like that.
That's true.
Hip hop just has a certain level of energy that makes you want to listen to it, makes you want to move and dance and become engaged in whatever function you might be a part of.
Right.
I also program a lot of events around town, I'm the director of programming for an organization called City Collaborative, and we do Resurface, which is like a pop-up beer garden art plaza. So I have to listen to new artists to book that. I'm also the music director of the Speed Art Museum, so any entertainment that goes on there, I have to be aware of what's going on in the music scene.
How far do you want your music to reach?
At this point, I would say that I'm completely happy if it didn't go any further than it already has. You know, being able to perform overseas, in Louisville, wherever else, and being able to reach so many different kinds of people, I think I've met my goal in terms of my audience.
That's awesome. That's gotta feel so great.
Yeah.
What arenas or festivals could you see yourself performing at?
Performing at Forecastle this summer.
Are you
So,
really?
yeah,
Oh my
that'll be
gosh.
fun. And beyond that, it'd be really crazy if I could do something like Coachella or Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Or maybe one day I'll hit one of those.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What would be your dream collaboration?
A mixtape with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I mean, that intro is hot. That intro is crazy. So for sure.
Who would you like to work with in the industry?
No one. They
No?
are all in the Illuminati.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Everybody.
Oh man. How do you feel about the current state of hip hop? Is it better or worse than it has been?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think if you turn on the radio, like B96 for instance, a lot of the traditional hip hop songs, a lot of times will sound the same. Or like trap music is very popular, but that's what people want to hear nowadays. It's, to each his own. It's all subjective. I wouldn't say it's worse. It's just what's popular.
Right.
So I don't know how long it'll last until the next fad comes along.
How do you see hip hop evolving in the future?
No, I mean, trap music's popular now, and you could have gangster rap music could become popular tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's kind of up in the air of what could happen. But I think that's the coolest thing about hip hop is the fact that it can become anything. Whereas you think about rock music, don't get me wrong, I love rock music. You're always going to have those certain elements.
Yeah.
Bass, drums, guitars, somebody singing, screaming.
Crazy.
But hip hop, you know, be of any sort of those elements or not. So.
What is the message that you were trying to create with your music?
That you can do anything you want and never let anyone get you in a position where you feel as if you can't create or you have to do a certain thing. You can be an astronaut, you can rap, you can be a tree boy. I don't know what the correct term for that is, but you, like, never let anyone talk down on you and put you in a position where you feel like you can't succeed in life.
Did your upbringing and neighborhood have an effect on your craft?
Yeah, for sure. I'm from the Western Louisville. I'm still down there, and I think that being around those people has taught me a lot, positive and negative. So absolutely.
Do you collaborate with other Louisville hip hop artists?
Yep, absolutely. Jordan Jetson, Nick B, Jalen Rose. The list goes on and on and on. We have a wonderful hip hop scene.
Are they supportive?
I think a lot of people are supportive. I'm in a different position just because not only am I performing with them, I'm also booking them for events. I'm also teaching their kids. So I have a completely different path in life compared to the average hip hop dude who just wants to blow up and get a record deal.
Right.
Not about that.
Is Louisville supportive of your music? Do you feel like you have a lot of fans?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, when I played with the orchestra, there were like 35,000 people on the waterfront. So
That's awesome.
I wouldn't say they were all down there for me, but it's just crazy to be able to put in that situation where I can thrive and be an artist and express for that many people. So absolutely.
Do you get the recognition that you think you deserve here in Louisville?
Yes. I mean, the news did a 6-minute piece on me, which in life, because 6 minutes doesn't sound long, but 6 minutes is long on TV. I was watching it like, man, let's go off. I'm sick of seeing myself. Yeah, absolutely. I get the recognition, and I can't wait for other people to get that recognition as well, because we have a lot of hidden gems of talent in Louisville.
Do you think it would be different elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, you think about other markets and cities and areas, the hip-hop scene might not be as thriving as there, as recognized, like Cincinnati, and that's not far from here. You go to Cincinnati, it's like pulling teeth trying to figure out who hip-hop artists are, who's performing, what's going on. It's a completely different scene, but I definitely think Louisville is fortunate to be on the more progressive side of things when it comes to music.
What is one positive thing and one negative thing about being a hip hop artist.
The positive is you can say anything you want. The negative is you can say anything you want. I'm very careful about what I say on record, what I say in interviews nowadays, just because I have like I said, a different path of life. And I know that if I can't say something on a song and let one of my kindergartners listen to it, I shouldn't be saying it because they look up to me in a certain way. So that's the positive and it's the negative. It's good for the positive.
If you reach the highest point in your career, would you give back or help build the hip hop community in Louisville?
Absolutely not.
You already are.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm ready to take on the Kelly and Wine mission.
Shit's deep, so I dive off in it. Y'all chicken dance, I turkey jive up in it. Buzzing covered for seconds, but I'm high-fiving it. Turning back the clock, and I hope that y'all are timing it. Setting world records, incredible pace. Impressing all your buds, I got impeccable taste. You in a hurry? By all means, make haste. Go ahead and take a nap, I sleep when I've left this place. Bad things happen, just a part of the shape. Cause it comes full circle, patience pays to be great. I'm not saying just wait,